everybody, it's Wreck This Journal Wednesday, and I'm just going to show you guys all the progress that I made on my Wreck This Journal this past week. One of the very first pages that I did was the Press Leaves and Other Found Things Here page. All I did was add a few more little flowers to this, actually a lot of flowers. I found a lot of different colored flowers. I also found a pine cone, which I cut until it was small enough to fit in here, and then I taped that in here. So I have my first item, which is not a flower, taped in here. But as you can see, it's a lot more filled up than it was before. There's my pine cone. It was really hard to cut into, by the way, and it had a lot of sap on it, so it was like sticking to my fingers and it was kind of gross. But I finally got it in there, and it made my journal a little bit thicker whenever you close it. So that's a thing. I like these little pretty pink ones when I was going for a walk with me. I thought they were really pretty and I had to have them in here. These are some just really pretty purple flowers that I found, and I had to have them in here. Most flowers that I find are purple for some reason. And then these were just some pretty like light purpley flowers. I added some more on this side. And then these were like daisies. So I put like 2 daisies in here. So there's one right there. There's one right here. And then this purple flower my niece gave to me, and she was like, put this in your journal. So I was like, okay. I thought that was cute. So now every time I see this page, I'm going to think of her because of that flower. But yeah, I just think that I need a few more flowers and a few more items, and this page will be complete. I'm pretty proud of myself that I found a pine cone and that I made it fit in here. So this was the Climb Up High, Drop the Journal page. I haven't actually climbed up high and dropped the journal from anywhere yet. I was thinking of doing it at the Haunted Barn because they have like a really high like lookout, and I was thinking of just walking upstairs, having one of my friends stand down at the bottom of the window and just chuck it out the window, and haven't gone to the barn yet, so I haven't got to do that. But I did decorate the page for whenever I do. And on the Climb Up High, Drop the Journal side, I just made a UFO and then a light coming down from the UFO and an alien. Because I love aliens, I love scary things. I love things to do with this type of stuff, and since it was up high, and UFOs are kind of up high, I figured this will be perfect. So then I just drew the moon, and that's supposed to be Saturn, and then I just drew a bunch of little stars all around the arrow, and a tree. Then I just colored the letters on the arrow to make them pretty. And then on this side, I just drew a bunch of clouds and then a kite, which I am really proud of. I love the way my kite turned out. Like, I love this page. I was trying to make it look like the kite had escaped from someone's hands and it was just flying off into the sky. I think I succeeded with this page in decorating it. For right now, this is what it looks like. Okay, so this was the Sew This Page page, and I'm really proud and excited to show you guys this page because I love the way it turned out. I love the way it looks. It's just so cute. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been in love with Winnie the Pooh. I used to have VHS tapes of it, and I would watch it like every single day. In the original Winnie the Pooh, they were stuffed animals, and I was thinking, what if I drew Eeyore on this page because Eeyore is adorable, and at the seams of his arms and legs and face, I could just sew it. And I was originally just going to like make it look like I had sewed it, but I didn't really because I didn't know how to sew. And then my grandmother came along and she helped me sew it. So it's actually sewed now, and this is what this side looks like. I think he's adorable, but I just made like thread coming from his foot and then a needle, because like I said, my first thought was to just make it look like I sewed it when I didn't actually, because I didn't know how to sew. I just sewed him at the seams of his arms and legs and face, and also the little heart that I added right there. I'm actually kind of happy that it didn't ruin my comics that bad because I wasn't really thinking when I added the comics in there Like, I didn't do the sew this page before I did the comic page. So I thought it was going to mess up, and it actually didn't turn out that bad. And then on the other side of the page, I added this cute little Eeyore quote, which I adored whenever I saw it. I was like, I have to put this in there with that. Weeds are flowers too, once you get to know them. And then I put Eeyore, and then I just drew a little dandelion beside that, and also the thread, which is connected to the needle. This is what this side looks like. And I don't know about you guys, but I find that quote and Eeyore to be freaking adorable as crap, and I love them. No, I kind of consider myself a weed. Like, there are flowers out there, but then I'm a weed. Weeds are flowers too, once you get to know them. I love it. I'm really proud of it. I think it looks cute. Also, if you guys are wondering why I have like this up here, my pen stopped working when I was outlining him, and I wasn't really thinking to use it on a pen page, so I did it up at the top, not really thinking. Okay, so this was the Ask a Friend to Do Something Destructive to This Page, Don't Look page. I thought of the book The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which is a kid's book that I used to read when I was a little kid, and I'm sure most of you remember it. It's still very popular now, I think, but it was very popular when I was younger, and my best friend Tiffany said that that was one of her favorite books when she was growing up, and I decided that I was going to send this page to her in the mail and have her do something destructive to it. I decided to decorate this page like the Very Hungry Caterpillar. This is this side, and I just took some construction paper and made my caterpillar, and I love it. I do. I love it so much. But then I just put the Very Hungry Caterpillar on there. But these are supposed to be his antennas. They're not supposed to be bunny ears. I think that they kind of look like bunny ears. So it's my caterpillar bunny. Then on this side, I didn't do too much to it. In the book, it's mostly white except for the things that the caterpillar is eating into. I just turned the page into a leaf and just left the bottom down here so it wouldn't be too big of a leaf and you would be able to tell it was a leaf. And then I just colored the letters green to match the leaf. Like I said, I'm going to send this page to my friend Tiffany in the mail and have her do something destructive to it and then mail it back. And on the back, I just left it blank. I told her that she can decorate it however she wanted, and I also put document what you did and you did it with. So the back is Tiffany's to Destroy. This page was inspired by my best friend. So this was my hot guy page, and I added one more hot guy to this page, and I got him from a magazine, and he was supposed to be Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I don't know for sure if he's her boyfriend or not, but it said in the magazine that he was her boyfriend, and I thought he looked really good. I have no idea who he is, but I just glued him onto my hot guy page, which doesn't have much longer to go before it is complete. But yeah, I freaking love this page. It's very hard for me to find hot guys to put into my journal because I don't find very men that are in these magazines that my mother brings home to me hot. Like, they're mostly like older men that just aren't my type. So this was the Close Your Eyes, Connect the Dots from Memory page. This one just came out of nowhere, and I thought it was a really cute idea. And I did connect the dots from memory with my eyes closed. I actually tried it a couple of times, so I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I wanted to get it perfect. So I did it a couple of times until I got it right, and then I decorated it. But I just turned the dots into ladybugs, and I used some construction paper to make their bodies and their dots. And then the line that I connected the dots with, I turned into thorns. And then I just put roses all around it and colored the rest of it green to make it look like the ladybugs were in a rose bush, which I don't know why they would be in one, but for my Wreck This Journal, they are. I think it's cute, and I'm really proud of myself for coming up with this idea because I find it adorable. Then the very last page that I did this past week was the turn this page into an autograph page, which I made myself. And last week I went to the barn and I got a bunch of I think it was last week, it might have been the week before, but I got a bunch of my friends to autograph this page. Then I went to my friend JR's house and I got him and his wife, who also work at the Haunted Barn, to autograph their names in here. So I have 2 more people's names added in here. But I just have JR. And underneath he put Teddy, which is what I call him because he calls me Sunshine and I call him Teddy because those are our nicknames for each other because he reminds me of a big old teddy bear. And then underneath that he put AKA Big Bad Wolf. And for those of you who don't know, me and him went as Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf for Halloween this past year. So yeah, it's kind of like our thing now. Then his wife, Stacy, just signed her name in here as well. I just had 2 more autographs added to this page. But yeah, that was all the pages that I did in my Reckless Journal this past week, and I hope that I have lots more to show you guys next time. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.